Yo, shoot, what's up, Bryce? I'm setting up right now. I did not expect anybody to be in chat. I'm gonna be real. Hope you're doing well. I was unmuted, I guess, for that part. Most of the pre-streams have been rather quiet, so there was no. It was a surprise. Been working nights. Oof, man, that's totally fine. There's, as you know, no expectation. Um, I hope those nights are uh treating you well. In my projects, we were working on a gravel drawing that I started in the summer and I kept iterating on. Not much work on how. Um, Started coding, but I'm not going to finish it until who knows. Uh, it's something called I'm calling Grackle. It's a program to like consolidate everything for me. It's honestly a nice to have. It's not a necessary thing, and there's much more I should be doing for the stream, other than Grackle. Um, no progress on the videos. That is honestly, like, it would be very nice if I could start working on the videos again after November 11th. Like, if I could start working on it every day a little bit, that'd be pretty epic. How about yourself? I've been seeing your, oh goodness, I just hit my table. I've been seeing your drawings, keeping up with them. In fact, I like the, here, wait. I have to pull it up on my phone because I'm too lazy to go over to my computer. One day I'll have a setup that isn't as non-ergonomic. A lot of school, so I'm studying right now on a figure. Oh, okay, awesome. What's your goal with this figure drawing? Also, I don't know how I want to take a picture of this newest gravel drawing. The YouTube thumbnail is it, and I hate it because I like it just looks crappy. not the drawing itself necessarily. I mean, say what you will about that, right? Um, it's more so how I edited it and stuff like that. I don't have a great way of capturing these kinds of photos. And hello, James. Hope you're doing well. Also, historically, Kavel has sucked with brush pins, but today we may be brush pinning. A lot more elaborate pose for Optimus Prime, but an actual photo of a masterpiece toy. Okay, so I usually have more trouble drawing live figures. Gotcha. Also, I want to have a quick rant. Broken Draw released. I took a picture that someone made a couple days ago. It's like notes they made on his 25 exercise video. He just released yesterday, and the link is working today. Like a worksheet for like all these exercises, little things. I haven't looked through it yet. It's donate how much you want. I got it for $0, but I think I'm gonna toss some money that his way, and I highly recommend that you guys do as well, because Broken Draws is a pretty excellent creator and artist. Because I'm gonna look through it, and I'm not gonna be the kind of person like, if I like it, I'll give money. No, I'm probably going to regardless, because that cannot be easy to make, and he posts crazy frequently. He's a very productive fellow, and his videos are great. They're not very clickbaity in the sense of like, here's 5 drawing tips that your doctor doesn't want you to know, right? They're very succinct and well put. But I'm gonna be right back. But hope your day's going well, Jims. Even though it is the end of the weekend, I hope you got some rest. Yeah, yes, I saw. I'm gonna be real. Man, I stuttered a lot right there. Every week I have one of those moments, especially on the weekends. It's mostly on the weekends where I think it's Sunday, or like Sunday. I'm like, oh my god, I get to sleep in. Like I stayed in bed till like 8:30 today. I woke up. I woke up without my alarm again, but I don't really care because I got a lot of sleep. I got great sleep. And I was like, wait, I don't have to like go make breakfast and do chores. We are Peem. What's up, Cat? And I guess we are Peem according to Cat. I'm putting on a band-aid right now, by the way. So if you hear that, the rattling of band-aids, I guess. I don't know. Little plastic noises. How's your day going so far, Miss Cat? Oh, frick. Kind of messed up the band-aid. Whatever. I also just bought some new pins, $20 worth of them, for reasons. One that we're going to be talking about in this stream, and then one we're going to be using for lesson 6. But we'll talk about that in a second. I won't hold out on you guys. And there we go. Hello, everybody. Hope you're doing well. It's currently 7:30 p.m. Central Time. I had to burp for some odd reason. Yeah, I hope you're all doing well. We're going to take tonight easy. It's going to be a brush pin drawing stream. Where did I put? Oh, it's right there. Okay, cool. I am notorious when it comes to brush pin for stressing myself the hell out. So we're going to try not to do that. We're gonna react to the page and such. I'm still debating if we're actually gonna use brush pen. Because gravel drawings are tougher, at least the way I do them. I don't have I was talking about Bear's critique. Then why did you say you guys? Cool. Let's get started with the warm up. Yeah, calmer stream today. Nothing to report as it is the weekend. This band-aid's gonna really bother me. I may just take it off, but I wouldn't be Kavel without the band-aid. I think who was it? Tuna who said that? Have yet to see the animation that Tuna has mentioned. There we go. Thank you, Kat. Afric. My best line. We're going to talk about some stuff in between warm-up. In fact, I kind of want to change my warm-ups because my warm-ups are just line warm-ups. Like, they're not really conceptual warm-ups. Like, they don't get my brain stirring too much. Because I've done this hundreds of times at this point, right? So, and I have commented on wanting to change them up a little or stuff like that. After drawing for quite some time, it's truly astonishing what, that it's just expensive, it's difficult, all that stuff, and yet people still choose to do it. Because, yeah, it is ridiculous. Especially solo animators, people who animate for fun. Not that it's like all for nothing or stuff like that. Like you have to be paid to enjoy it now. It's just like, it's a lot of work for some really, like Rando, right? I think Rando's a great example of a very hard working animator. Just purely passionate people. Anyways, yeah, do you want to change up the warm-ups? Because I've been doing, whenever I'm waiting for my computer to stop chugging, whenever I'm using it for classes or stuff, sometimes I just have to sit there on my hands for like 15 minutes. Or I'm just waiting for like 2 minutes at a time for something to compile or something. And so in that time, I got a sketchbook, I got a brush pen, and I've just been kind of doodling inside of it. And it's actually helped me like come up with some fixes to some problems. What am I getting myself into? You know what you're getting yourself into. That's the thing that like you can enjoy it even though it's tough. Like if you're only in it, okay, this has been probably the biggest thing I haven't wanted to say explicitly, because it's actually highly controversial. I'm not joking. But like from my 2-year-old baby artist perspective, right? I've seen so many people get so damn stressed over their art looking good, and like that's the only evaluator. That's like their only qualifier for doing art. Is if it looks good or not, right? Which is just totally subjective. And like you're allowed to, right? I'm not saying like you're a horrible, evil person or you're not an artist or you're less of an artist in any way. No, right? But like I've seen just so much agony come from solely evaluating one's art, and this is typical mostly of beginners. I've seen a couple like what I would consider very adept artists in this field, but one even had a great conversation with them comfy. But like you're not going to get much out of art if that's the only qualifier. Like I don't want to say this as an experience because I'm not. I'm only 2-year-old baby artist, right? But from my very little observation of quite a few beginner artists, and I was like this too. Like I'm speaking from personal experience from when I tried picking up art when I was like 12 or whatever. It instantly faded because none of it looked good. And at the time, I just purely didn't enjoy what I was doing. I saw like, I don't know how to describe it. The act of drawing was a means to an end, not an end of itself, right? Not me doing the same thing, but with school. Yeah, actually, I can say I'm doing, yeah. Actually, no, yeah, because like, even when I do well at school, I don't feel that good about it. I've talked about this quite a bit. So yeah, I think that's actually a pretty good observation. And this is also not to say that you can't learn to love art. Because there's clearly something that's like pushing those, and I'm not saying you're as in any of you, I'm just saying in general, right? Defending my stance, right? I'm once again not saying anybody's less of an artist, not an artist, any of that. In any capacity. I've just seen that it causes a lot of agony when the only, qualifier for am I enjoying this practice is does it look good, which is purely subjective. I find schoolwork, earlier college work, like calculus, was very relaxing because I could just sit there and chug problems, and earlier physics. But this newer stuff where like deadlines are tough and every moment that I'm not working on something, I'm losing, that's tough. Yeah, heck yeah, Rise. Good job. I always love that feeling. Did it happen a lot for me? No, because I got a lot of stuff wrong all the time. But like sophomore year, I stopped, like my professors stopped giving reviews, right? They're just like everything for the past 3 weeks of class, which usually meant no, it's way more than that. They lied. But like that small period at the beginning where I knew that if I was able to do like 50 of these types of calculus problems, I would get a good grade. And I did. It's nice to have that like 1-to-1. I guess, yeah, and this ties back to the how we feel about performance and evaluation is once my grades started feeling random, like I'm trying my best to learn, I don't know if I'm going to get a good grade or not. Since I put so much weight into school being for my effort equals grade, it's a purely 1-to-1, somewhat linear thing. Now that was removed, I stopped caring about the grades and hence stopped caring about school. The professor reviews and comments something, I already considered them to go, ooh, heck yeah. Or if the comment, okay. Oh shoot, I just hit my mic, I apologize. I'm thinking of getting like a standing mic. I'm tired of this. I'm not sorry. I like blasting your guys' ears. I need to get a friend with like a CNC router. Yeah, mine, I just hate the clamp. I actually really love the arm. It's pretty well built. That's why I got it. But the clamp, all clamps eventually like start falling off my desk because whatever glue they use for the pad between the clamp and the desk, there's like a little plastic pad. It always comes off, even if they screw it in there. Because I move my mic arm around a lot, and I've even like glued it myself. Anyways, I need a friend with a router, a CNC router. And I want to get like either just like plywood or like hardboard or something. I wanted to build a CNC router, but I need a 3D printer. That's the thing. My one of my old schools, they had a 4x8 one, which I think would be perfect for building me like a new desk. I was actually the one who operated it, so I was like, "Get me back in there, coach. Let me use it for my own gain." Like do like what are the? It's not. Here, wait. It's the same kind of joint I plan to use. Is it called? Here, wait. Never mind. It isn't dovetail. I can't remember what it is, but I was gonna use it for the bird feeder when I built it. It's a specific kind of joint, and I want to use that so I can just like hook things easily onto the desk. If I ever settle down, I'll want to build that. I just can't ever see myself settling down somewhere. Like in my head, I don't know. I feel like every 2 years I move, but that's just been my life, right? So, hey, what's up, Abigail? Welcome, welcome. Also, James, I'm not sure if you saw, but Kat asked what you would be 3D printing next. You had a great day? That's great to hear. What made it so great? Thanks. You would 100% live in Ireland. Okay. Thank you for stopping by, Kat. Hope you have a good one. Had the inspector come by. You mentioned this last time you stopped by. Is any new updates? I think last time you were either like considering the inspector or something like that. And heck, I don't know. I whenever I think of Ireland, I do think of a lot of cloudier weather. So I'm not sure. I'm doing a personal project right now, secret project. Ooh. Hence why you got the acrylic markers that you want to. It's all connecting. Your family went on a trip. Heck yeah, Abigail. Actually, I didn't forgot to mention this. My parents came down to my college today just to visit. I'm like, you drive that much? You drove that far? But I was really happy to see them. My dad was probably a bit bugged. Dude, okay. Oh, it doesn't have anything to do with it. I'm going to rant real quick. My dad is a YouTube Shorts addict, and it's actually kind of making me mad. My sister and my mom and I were hanging out in her room, literally yelling to get my dad to come hang out with us, and he couldn't hear us because he was watching YouTube Shorts on his damn phone. He is an iPad baby. It is. And then eventually we got him to come in there and hang out with us. But man. None of us are free. That is an example of how they made that app addicting for everybody. I'm just glad he's not into TikTok. Why? I couldn't tell you. But also, he probably wouldn't because like he likes coding and stuff, and I feel like I don't know. I feel like YouTube caters more towards that because then it links to long form, right? I would do the same thing. I'm trying to find you guys both you, Bear, and Kat have mentioned no electronics before bedtime, which I know is a thing, right? Like I just have always been bad about it because that's let me have my vice, right? But you guys like mentioning that really inspired me to be better. So I'm trying to find good books, but like I've only ever read either philosophy or self-help, and like very rare, like sometimes I read manga, right? Like Dorohedoro, for example. But like I don't know what else I would like to read. So I'm trying to like decide what to read. Like the only time I didn't read those, like Don Quixote or Princess Bride or whatever it's called, or like oh my god, Ender's Game, was for like the book club in my school, right? It's 8:43. No. I specifically time these streams to be evil. Princess Bride, yeah. I barely remember the story despite reading it and watching the movie. But I remember it being the only book in book club that actually made me like laugh as I was reading it. Evil Kavel with 1/4 of your viewers. Oh wait, what the heck? I went to go look at my viewers thing and it's gone. What? Failed to load module. What? Where's my viewers? Where's everything? Why is everything gone? Give it back. What? Screw you, Twitch. Well, I guess I can't see I can't see anything at all. Huh. I could just only see chat. And like my little context menu. Huh. Well, such is life. I also burned my oh my god, you can see it now. See this like little mark on my hand? Or my arm? I burned myself with a cookie tray because I was making cookies. I didn't realize it made that much of a mark. Whoa. Decided to live in Japan. Whoa. Yeah, that's a very big decision. Wow. Well, very cool. That is huge. It's a very big move. I think I would want to live in Japan if I wasn't a software engineer. Because I heard that Japanese working culture is worse than American working culture. You burned your hand a couple of times. 12 bean soup. I didn't even know there were that many beans. I think they need to like stop making that many beans and that many. There's too many apples. We could work it down to like 5 different apples, like red apples. It's definitely worth. Yeah, no, yeah. I've read. I mean, not that this is an official source, right, or the things that I've read, but like whenever I hear Japanese working culture, other than the many other things, Zom 100, the anime, pops to mind. That a guy would rather the entire world have a zombie outbreak than go to work, right? you know, like I want to live somewhere as culturally, historically, and just like I don't know, environmentally beautiful. I guess like Japan's just a very beautiful place, from the cities to the natural stuff, but like with the workers' protection of like Denmark or something, right? Or like the Netherlands. I hear they have decent. I think. Oof. What lines are wobbly? Oof. Yeah, wobbly lines. Oh yeah, I was gonna rant about this. I love this brush pen. This is my favorite brush pen so far. It is the Tombow Fudenosuke Soft. I'm not a fan of the hard. And man, this is just I have a blast with it, especially in my little, whatever it's called, Sweden's online. Oh, I haven't heard about it. Would that extend to the entire EU, or does Sweden have something slightly different? But this brush pen, once again, this is my like little, drawing between studying book, right? And man, it has everything that it like. I feel like with this pen, I can do the things that I see on Pinterest much more easily. It's nice. I have so much control with it compared to like the Pentel pocket brush pen. The texture is just much better. It's so nice. It does what I want it, if that makes sense. Oh no, you're fine, Abigail. That's very cool. And heck yeah, Kyoto. Well, I hope you guys have a safe trip moving and all that stuff. Yeah, me too. This is a very, very nice pen. It was $5 for the hard and the medium one, but I just bought a pack of 3 for $6, so about $2, $2 each. And this one has lasted quite a few pages of drawings and stuff. Like I'll just go to class, and while I'm waiting for the professor to start, I'll just work through like little. What if I did it like this? This is my what if book. I just heard Sweden is protective. Gotcha. But yeah, like right now I'm trying to consolidate this idea where you'll see it right here, right? Whenever I stack boxes on top of each other, especially if like the plane of the bottom box is larger, or basically the top box is smaller than the bottom box. Here, I'll draw an example of like the thing I'm struggling with right now. Let's say, we have a box. Make it kind of foreshortened on this axis. Right? And we want to have a box on top of it. What if I did the exact same box, theoretically, right? And since the boxes are stacked, they're going to share the same bottom VP, right? This axis VP. So we have the same box. But what if we highly foreshorten this edge? So we'll have this. Or wait, that won't work. Okay, we're going to do it with the other edge. Right, and then so this one becomes like this. And like we want these to be the same. What's going to happen? So the issue I'm seeing here with these now. There we go. Yeah. Oh, you gotta go watch something. Okay. See ya. Have a good one. I feel like there is a range of boxes I could do right here until it doesn't make sense. Until it's very weird looking. That's something I'm trying to figure out here. Because they need to share the same one right here because these lines sit on top of each other. So they have to share the same VP, right? These planes. The bottom plane here is perpendicular, I guess, or parallel, I should say, to this one in 3D space. So if they're connected, and then this one's parallel to this one, and this one's parallel to this one, then they need to have the same VP, basically, right? But there's nothing dictating how rotated a box is on top of the other, right? So for example, let's say we have another box going we'll have it somewhat similar to that one. Trying to speed, so apologies for quality. Right. We have this upper box, but that doesn't mean this one can be like this if we wanted it to. No, and they would need to share the VP though, so it would be like, or whatever. something of the sort. See, like then it starts feeling weird, and I rushed it, so of course there's gonna be but it feels like it's floating on top. And one can point to these VPs being very close compared to these VPs, which are very far away, right? Or actually, this one's relatively close as well. But this one's like over here. So yeah, it's a weird problem that I'm trying to figure out on my own, just cause. I mean, I'm not sure what I would Google. This is like when I was having the same issue with the cylinders. I Googled that. There's no harm in Googling. I just kind of like the notion of figuring these things out. Like the shared bottom VP thing is something I had to figure out over here, right? And I'm still kind of figuring it out. So cool. What we're gonna do, everybody, is as per usual, we're gonna do our 2 minutes of ad break. That was my review of the Fudenosuke Tombo. I like it a lot. Soft. The hard, yeah, I mean, you know, that's your game, figuring out if you like soft or hard more. But yeah, so we're gonna go into BRB. Let's do 2 minutes, and then we're gonna come back and work on our gravel drawing. So be right back, everybody. I'm back, but we're gonna give it a second. Also, I decided maybe in between inking as well. I'm not sure if I want to do the brush pen, right? I love the brush pen right now. Don't make me hate it, but because I'm gonna mess up with it. Um, we'll add more detail to things, I guess. Inking, yeah. There's no winning when it comes to inking. Because part of me really, I think I should just use the fine liner. And then once we're done inking this, we're off to lesson 6, which also, Rise, I'm not sure if you looked at lesson 6. It's just straight up, hey, do this. Like, hey, here's how you subdivide a plane. Anyways, go draw this. Which is actually, that's not new to us. I've been using those techniques for quite some time. But I think my biggest challenge for lesson 6, other than it just being hard, right? But like lesson 5, likeness and stuff was a bit, and like breaking things down into smaller components. Those were my 2 biggest worries going in, and it turned out likeness wasn't as big of a worry as I thought. But my biggest concern is, let's say a box is like the ratio of one side to the box is like, it's like 2 by 1 by 3, right? Let's suppose length, width, height, the ratios of each side is like 2 by 1 by 3. And I have to draw that on a page. Drawing a box with specific proportions, very difficult without gridding, right? If I could grid, it would take a lot longer. I would also have to learn how to grid more, but I would get a proportionally correct cube, or, rectangular prism. There we go. Box, right? But I'm excited. In fact, I got some ballpoint pens for it. That was the other thing I mentioned at the beginning of the stream. There's some ballpoint pens, 3mm or 3.5mm. It's close to my High-Tech C, which I really like. So I'm hoping that these pens are good. I also got some red ones for my little drawing book. And cool. So let's head over here. So yeah, here's the gravel drawing that we're working on. Pretty happy with it so far. I just really, and like this ellipse, dude, this is gonna be awful. I don't know how. We could French curve it. Where are my French curves? You're right. Actually, give me a second. Let me see if I can find my French curves. I found my French curves. I don't even know how to use these. Shoot, I need another table. I'm like so high maintenance while drawing. Here's my French curves. Everybody say hi, French curves. Like what would I... Okay, that would actually work there. But for the bottom of the cup, we need something a bit smoother. Bit too sharp. We're just gonna toss all of this. Dude. I'm going to like lose it. My setup is so disorganized. Then again, like what can I do, right? Here, we'll start the timer, but yeah, all that comes in on Thursday, all my new pins and stuff. So I would rather work on more gravel. So like, I don't know. I know I don't immediately need these. I mean, that's close. It's the same one I'm using up here. Shout out this curve. I'm gonna put that one over here. I like that one. That's a good one. I don't think any of these others will match what I'm wanting there. How do French curves even work? Like, are they mathematically founded? Not sure if that's like the right way to describe it. Cool. We're gonna use this French curve. Yeah, we're gonna do fine liner. I like fine liner. Also, my big ruler, I'm probably gonna buy a new one because I hate my other because it smears red on the page. How does that work, right? But the scariest part of this is we're gonna have to start just dabbing everything and erasing it all, treating it. And I want to add some ruffles to the clothes, maybe. Wait, no, gravel needs to be looking right here. Rise, I would highly recommend buying a pack of non-photo blue pencils, sorry. I feel like you do True Digital, so you may not need it as much because you can just take a picture and do it digitally, but man, these things are pretty epic sauce. Nice. Sharpen it just a little bit so I can get better gravel eye. I think that works. Cool. Let's continue erasing. Should I use... It may be time, guys. for a new kneaded eraser, I think. Let's actually do that. Upgrade. Like, Kavel, why not clean the other one? Because I have like a whole other pack of them that my sister got. Because I think she just went to the store one day and she was like, oh, Kavel needed, my sister calls me Kavel. My Kavel needed some more needed erasers. I'll get him a couple. Ooh, I should add that to my my Christmas list. That's a very cheap, very helpful art supply. If you guys have friends who do arts traditionally, buy them a kneaded eraser. It's like a little thing of candy. I mean, it's candy packaging. I would eat this if I was any... No, I'm gonna eat this, actually. Yes, my parents called me Jims. I thought they called you Quantum Cersei. Or does only Bella call you that? Man, I was... I went out to eat dinner Friday night with some of my friends, and one of them knows I stream. I mean, both of them know I stream, but one of them like actually knows Kavel and everything, right? Of Kavel. And I'm waiting outside the restaurant, and I just hear, "Is that Kavel Draws?" I yelled at him. I actually yelled at him. Like, people looked at me. Not like a mean way. I was like, dude, do not call me that. Only friends I have do art is everyone in the Discord. Bella calls me peasant, as she should. We are all mere peasants. I just realized I thought I opened this. It still has the plastic covering around it. Oh wait, no, it's it's this. Look at that. Oh, you. Stop it. Stop. Don't do that. Okay, there. Ah, look at that. Look at that fresh pie. Grab me a slice. Was it cut me a slice? I don't know. Let's knead. Oh, that smells good. That's probably so bad to inhale. I don't know why, but it probably is. But I'm inhaling that. I'm chiefing the kneaded art, dude. Okay. Who gave me a platform? A small one. That 44 follower platform, but I still be saying stupid stuff to people. And don't think that'll stop me. I just had the most stupid thought. I was like, man, this is such a nice fresh kneaded eraser. I shouldn't use it on this art. Yes, that's why I pulled it out. Like, what kind of... Also, I just wanted to put these side by side. These are different colors. It's a bit harder to see on the camera. But these are definitely... These are the same brand. But these are definitely kneaded erasers. I need some sleep. I got good sleep last night. I'm totally normal right now. Totally. I'm very well adjusted. Very average person. I am the median. I am the mean at the same time. We be normally distributed and shit. I love that little noise. Book, book, book. What is everybody's favorite dessert? I'll go first. Whatever that you guys hate. That's what I like. Yep. My favorite dessert. Man. Why am I getting pressed by my own question? We got cake. And we got ice cream. Those are the contenders right now in my head. Cupcakes, I'm gonna be real. Just give me a slice of cake. I've never had... The best cupcake I've ever had almost pales in comparison to the best... To the, like, the median, the average cake. I don't know why I said median again. Like, I've never had a crazy great cupcake. Peanut butter Oreo cheesecake pie, that's a lot of things. That is a lot of things going on in that one pie. I feel like that's cheating. Pick one. You made it 5 times. You're a pro. So peanut butter Oreo, I'm like, okay, I'm following, but cheesecake, and then pie, all in a pie, and a banana. Okay, that's a lot. There is a lot happening there. I'm a bit concerned with the Oreo cookie aspect meddling with the banana aspect of this dish. But hey, I'm not the pro. You are. I cook the same chicken, and I'm happy with it. Man, so I'm not sure who here has been updated with the saga, but as I've said before, I grind my teeth in my sleep because the grind never stops. Um, but that's a problem. So I wear a night guard. It's like just a plastic kind of not a retainer, but thing you put in your mouth. It's if you grind your teeth, it's just on the plastic, so it doesn't hurt you that much. It's good from what I've heard, right? To wear a night guard. And recently, I woke up and it was just gone. It's not in my room. It's not in any of my trash. It's not underneath my bed or something. Just gone. Like I literally I wash my sheets every week, so it wasn't somewhere hidden in my sheets. Uh, but I got a new one and I like fitted it today. You have to boil it and press it in your mouth and all that. Man, a new night guard, guys, just go buy yourself. Actually, it's like $23. That's expensive, but if you find the money to afford the luxury of buying a new night guard and refitting it, this new one fits so well. Like, I did not expect that. Oreo is molded into the crust. Peanut butter is mixed as cheesecake filling. I can get behind that. Fill the bottom with banana above Oreo crust, but under the filling. Top it with Oreo slices. Very interesting. Where does the cheesecake part come? Oh, wait, no, you said as a cheesecake filling. Gotcha. Did you get this recipe from anywhere? Or did you invent it yourself? It's a children's cookbook. Ah, gotcha. Hey, you found some bangers in there. There you go. What does Bella think of it? Where to put my eraser? Kavel, you're better than that. Putting it on your right or your left instead of your right. Are you guys left-handed? I think Monkey is. And I think I remember someone else mentioning that. She had her ice cream today. No. Being right-handed is like a thing that I just forget about. That like not everybody's right-handed. That's probably my biggest implicit bias. No, but it just seems so standard. Do you think if there's a rapture, that's the only thing that's going to differentiate between people? They're not going to go into the ether, the heavens, because they did good things in life, but just if they're left-handed or right. No, I like my cousin. Too bad. Up you go. Actually, why am I assuming right-handed people are the ones going above, getting raptured? What if it's us hedonistic, evil right-handers? I'm still debating if I include the top of the eye right there. You can go bye. Should I do clothes wrinkles? My clothes do be wrinkling in the real world. Hmm. Oh, I forgot. Gravel has his little pocket. That's a very important thing to draw. Shirt pockets are underrated. We need to bring those back. I have so many things I put there in there throughout the day. Small potions, bugs, food for birds, pencils, pens, rings, small trinkets and doodads I find about the world, pictures of loved ones, small bits of a map that I've been assembling for the past 15 years. You know, you could put anything in a pocket. And here I'm gonna take a sip of water, and then we're gonna probably get to inking. I think I'm pretty happy with the state of things being erased. Treasure map. I don't know yet. It could actually be a map to summon a dark eldritch lord, or as a punishment for my greed in collecting a map, or maybe it's like a Denny's map to a Denny's. Only time will tell. The Rapture? The map to the Rapture. It's a big old red button that just says Rapture fucking everybody. Okay. Cool. Let's get out the fine liner of choice. Since we're running low on Drawbox fine liners, I think I'm going to pick my Statler. Wherever that may be. Because she loves buttons. Who doesn't? Where's my Statler? Whoa, where's my Statler? Did I put it in my favorite pins box? I gotta decide what I'm packing with me when I travel this winter. I don't want to pack too many art supplies. I feel like I could definitely overdo it. That would be bad. And plus, I could maybe buy a cool pin there or something. Anyways, I'm gonna take a quick sip of water and then we're gonna get into this. Also, I'm not feeling too well, so stream may end a little bit earlier than expected. This is a sudden revelation, but hopefully it'll pass. I need to grab my doodle sketchbook. Hey. Actually, wait. Why use a page in that sketchbook when I can just... There we go. Make horrible noises. Use this paper. I'm just gonna fold it. I have a weird thing. This is a weird rant. Whenever I was in kindergarten and I would see my teacher fold things, I would be like, she did it perfectly. Anytime my teacher folded anything or cut anything, if you're cutting out things for arts and crafts, I feel like she did it perfectly and all my attempts were nothing in comparison. I was about to go and start reading anyways. Almost no screen time. We'll go do that. Don't let a questionably sick Kavel distract you. Go do it anyways. But stream. Don't worry, you're not going to be missing out on much. I wonder if just listening to this as a podcast counts, but I don't want to encourage. You're doing a good habit, right? I don't want to do that. Okay, so as we know, the best way to go about this is working from foreground to background. I'm a bit worried about this. I could use a fresh... Do I have a more fresh black fine liner anywhere? Look at that. I have a whole brand new pack right here. This is a 0.45. I want to see the first brush strokes and then I'll go, okay, cool. What is this? I was listening to an Astroneer gaming video yesterday. You're able to read. Man, I cannot read and listen to something at the same time. That is not within Kavel's skill set. I had a red micron this whole time? Dude. I didn't know I had that. Oh, man. This is not going to be a brush pen. I'm going with a fine liner, I've decided, because it's just too much. Helps filter the random thoughts. Interesting. Okay, brand new micron. I'm not a huge fan of microns, but they're not bad. Definitely not bad. In fact, I feel like most people use them. So, but I'm not most people. Dude, I am not feeling well. Give me a quick second. Sorry about that. Let's get back to it. Gonna work foreground to background. Alrighty, have a good one, Jims. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. Oh, his head looks a little big now. Well, I think that's the next thing in the foreground. We can also, actually, it's better to work left to right, so I should have started with that gravel, but. Once again, better, once again with the left right hand thing. Yeah, guys, unfortunately, I think I'm going to call it. I'm just not feeling well tonight. Hopefully, I swear to God, if I'm sick, I'm going to be so mad. We're going to call it early, though. Hopefully, next stream, we'll have some more time to work on this. We're going to consider this like a 0.5 stream, quite literally. We're only halfway an hour in. So yeah, we're going to call it here, everybody. Apologies once again for the earlier stream. I'm just not feeling too well. But we're going to come back. We're going to continue inking and all that good stuff. So yeah, thank you very much, Jims, Rise, Cat. We had Abigail in here as well. I think that was everybody. If I'm missing anybody, please let me know. But yeah, we're going to be streaming a pretty typical schedule this week and all that good stuff. Yeah, so once again, thank you all, and I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now. Oh shoot, Sonny, you're here. No, thank you. Oh, thank you for stopping by too. Okay, have a good one. See ya.